Welcome back to LeapScholar. My name is Deeksha Mehta and today we are going to bust a few common myths and misconceptions surrounding the IELTS exam. So, myth number 1. I come from a country where English is not the native language, which means I can never be fluent or sound like a native. This is extremely untrue, and which country you come from does not matter at all. Let me give you an example. So in India, you can see so many people who can speak really good English and who are advanced level speakers of the English language. Now, myth number 2. In the speaking exam, I cannot ask the examiner to repeat the question. This is also not true. In fact, a lot of students usually ask the examiner to repeat a question which they've not heard. You can also do the same. So simply, if you've not heard it or if you're not sure, you can simply ask the examiner to repeat the question, or you can say, I beg your pardon. Or another very interesting way of doing the same is if you paraphrase the question and throw it back at him and confirm. So you can say, is this what you meant? Or is this what you're asking me? You can paraphrase the same question and confirm it from him. Myth number 3. Self-study is not enough for IELTS and I must learn from a teacher. So no, this is also not true. If you are at a good level of English, or if you are an advanced speaker of English, you do not need any form of coaching. You can self-study. You can refer to all of the material present on the internet. You can refer to the official sources. For example, IDP, British Council. You can study from their free material, and there is absolutely no need to go for any kind of coaching. Myth number 4. It is impossible to score a band 8 plus in the IELTS exam. This is definitely false. So many of LeapScholar students have scored a band 8 and above. In fact, I even saw an Indian student with a band 9 and overall band 9. So yes, this is definitely possible. Myth number 5. In order to achieve a band score of 7 and above in the speaking test, I must use fancy and big words. No, this is not true as well. So in case you want a band 7 and above, you do need to use a few uncommon words. However, these need not be fancy or unfamiliar. Let me give you an example. Have you heard the word bland? A simple 5-letter word, and all of us are aware of what it means. It simply means when your food is tasteless or not very spicy. This is a band 9 word or a C2 level word. So no, for scoring a band 7 and above, you do not need to use big words. Sometimes uncommon words are actually very simple and easy to use. Myth number 6. If I cannot score a good band in part 2 if I get an unfamiliar topic. This is also false. It is definitely not possible to get a familiar topic every time in speaking in the part 2. There is always a possibility that you get a topic which you are not familiar with. In this case, remember that part 2 is a situation. It is always about a situation, and when you talk about a situation, it depends more on what happened, how it happened, who were you with, when did it happen, and where did it happen, and it is less about a general topic. So it's going to be a very dynamic situation, not just a book. For example, it's going to be describe a time when you liked a book. So it's going to be more about who gave you the book, why did you read it, when did you read it, how did you like it, and not about a book or its summary. So it's not a boring topic, it's usually a situation, which is why it's definitely possible to speak well even if it's an unfamiliar topic. Myth number 7. If my opinions in the speaking or writing test are different from the opinions of the examiner, I will be penalized. So no, this is absolutely not true. Writing and speaking topics are usually not taboo topics. They are not controversial topics about politics or religion. They're very basic topics, which is why even if your opinion does not match that of the examiner. He is going to be a great human being, and he's not going to take it in the wrong stride, and you will definitely be marked on your language, how well you supported your opinion, and definitely not on which side you choose. So you can always agree, disagree, or partially agree. Myth number 8, I will be penalized if I write more than 200 words in task 1. Now, this myth is false. You will not be penalized just for writing extra words, just for writing more than 150 words. So if you remember, the minimum word count is 150. So no, you won't be penalized for writing more than 160 words. However, I think you would be self-penalizing yourself, because if you write 200 or 250 words, you may be including information which is irrelevant, or you may be repeating some of your own vocabulary, or you may not have enough time at the end to recheck your grammar. So I still do not think it's a good idea. I think a good word count would be 160 or 170 words in task 1. And in task 2, a good word count would be 260 or 270. That would definitely suffice. It would be enough. There is no need to go overboard. You're not going to get extra marks for writing just for the sake of, just because you've written extra. So might as well avoid that. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope this busted a few myths that you had. See you soon in another LeapScholar's video. Bye-bye.